It's episode 8 of Freak Like Tea. Today's guest is Indy, who is the bassist of the band Doomsday Outlaw. We talk about their latest single, Runaway, which is out on June 7th. And until then, you can still check out their previous albums, Sophomore and Hard Times. Enjoy this, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on YouTube. Please, that would be great. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How was your meeting?
It was alright. As meetings go.
Was it a band meeting, was it?
No, it was work.
Okay.
I'm done now, though.
What do you do for work?
So I do communications for the government.
Sounds fancy. Very different to playing bass, I imagine.
Yeah, it is and it isn't. I mean, it helps kind of have some idea of what you do with marketing and stuff, so yeah, try and bring as much of it as I can.
Yeah, I have a water bottle, by the way, because I'm cold, so if you see a weird blue thing, it's just that.
I've got this, so that shows I'm done for the day. So.
Oh, right, of course.
Also, make sure my throat doesn't dry out.
Yeah, it's the excuse. So, I don't know if John mentioned, but the whole thing that I'm doing at the moment is kind of trying to promote how important band merchandise is now more than ever, that you guys can't tour. And obviously in the rock and metal community, band merch has always been quite important. So I just kind of want to talk about when you were growing up, what kind of things were you listening to, and were you ever big into wearing merch of the bands that you liked?
Yeah, I mean, I was still somewhere upstairs. I've still got the T-shirt from the first gig I ever went to. God knows what's holding that together still. But yeah, so Motley Crue in, God, when was it? 89, 90? But yeah, it's a classic shirt. And I think, yeah, it's always used. I've got, you see here, I've got my Imperial Drag from, that's back in the day as well. That's probably about 20 years old now, frighteningly. But yeah, no, I think it's good. I think it's, like I say, you've got all these T-shirts that have been hanging around for ages, and it's like every now and again you'll go into a drawer, and for me, I'll see something like this, and it reminds me of the show that I went to when I saw them live, and yeah, it just kind of jogs your memory and helps you kind of feel connected with the music.
Yeah, of course. I was so jealous you got to see Motley Crue. I've never seen them. They're on.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, this was back in the day as well. Yeah. So it was. I can't remember who. God, who was it? White Lion, Skid Row, Motley Crue. God, yeah.
That was one hell of a lineup. I'm so jealous. Yeah, I know. I'm supposed to be seeing Aerosmith in July. I've not seen Aerosmith before, so.
Probably not this year, I don't think. But I mean, they're unstoppable though, so I'm sure they'll be back.
True. I mean, I was supposed to see them 2 years ago when that was supposed to be their final tour. So, hopefully.
Yeah, I think they enjoy it too much, even though I'm not sure they get on with each other. But I don't think they've ever got on with each other. I think they toured in separate buses in the 70s, so it's nothing new for them.
Yeah, I guess. So, what was your favourite band growing up?
Well, Motley Crue was the first band that I got into. Yeah. But then from there, yeah, Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, all the kind of classic ones. And then later on, I kind of went into like kind of Radiohead and Blur and stuff as well. Because where I was working for the Lead Mill, a venue in Sheffield. So we saw a lot of those bands coming through just as before they got big. So that was all cool as well. But at the same time that was happening mid-90s, I was into kind of Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and all that stuff as well. So yeah, anything that caught my fancy really.
So do any of those particularly influence your playing style in Doomsday Outlaw?
Yeah, and I like kind of personally for my bass style playing, I like kind of not sitting on the obvious root note. So in terms of that, there'll be people like John Paul Jones in Led Zeppelin. It's tremendous. Billy Sheehan's always interesting, but not that I'd say I play anything like him. But yeah, anyone who kind of did stuff that was interesting. I mean, like Jellyfish and yeah, all that kind of Beatles influence stuff as well. So again, always interesting, just in terms of not just sitting on the boring, obvious thing, but actually trying to do something to complement the song and the vocal.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, always trying to learn.
So when did you start actually playing music?
So it'll be 30 years ago now, just over 30 years. Yeah, sat on the bus going into school, heard people in front of me saying they needed a bass player, and I just said, oh yeah, I can do that. I couldn't do that at all, a massive lie. So yeah, got invited down to a jam, and on Saturday morning I was in the shop buying a bass. So yeah, it kind of grew from there.
I love that.
You know, I might forget half hours rehearsal I had before that gig.
Well,
yeah.
It seemed to work out alright, didn't it?
Gotta start somewhere, haven't you?
Exactly. So, your latest single, Runaway, is due in June. It's been played on Planet Rock already, has it?
Yeah, so it's we put it out to radio a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Planet Rock picked it up. So White's been playing it on the New Rock show. It's also been picked up a few other places like Primordial and Midlands Metalheads. There is a video that will be out probably next couple of weeks, I think. And yeah, just building up to the actual release of the single itself in June. Yeah, so this is the first bit of new music that we've recorded with I say new guitarist. He's been in the band almost a year and a half now, but it's the first recorded music with him that we've released.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. It's kind of showing people a different sound to what we do. And yeah, and then we've got a few more on the slate, and then an album for later in the year. Okay. Details to be decided yet, but
okay.
Yeah.
So no date yet for the full album.
We've got a rough idea, but it's kind of hard to plan because of all the situation at the moment, and kind of not knowing, you know, when we might be able to play in support of it and things like that. So yeah, I mean, it's all in the can and ready to go. So it's just a case of working out the details. But yeah, we'll be putting out some singles over the next few months just to whet people's appetite.
Good, looking forward to that. This one as well, I kind of found it had more of a Foo Fighters vibe to it. So, apart from the obvious new guitarist, what's different about the sort of vibe of this album compared to Suffer More and Hard Times?
I think when we were coming to this, we'd made a deliberate effort to kind of have more hooks, and so whether that's in the riffs or the vocal lines that Phil's come up with and the choruses, and that's kind of followed through to how we kind of finished off the recording and kind of made it more kind of solid and having things that people can really get into people's heads and stick there. So yeah, I mean, we're kind of a little less kind of heavy, a little less riffy bass, and kind of really, like I say, the idea is to kind of get in people's heads and sit there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this one, like you say, there's a bit of a Foo Fighters. People have mentioned Alter Bridge as well. And yeah, elsewhere on the album, there's all sorts of different stuff. There's a few more kind of country and Skinner influences on there. But yeah, I think we've all been around so long, listened to so much different stuff. We just kind of, we're beyond trying to particularly sound like any other band. We just play stuff that we like and you know, see how it fits together.
Yeah. In terms of playing live, what's one of your songs that you miss? Your favourite songs that you miss playing live?
For me, my favourite song playing live is usually "Bring You Pain," which is off Suffer More. It's just like a foot stomping barroom tune. Been using it to finish the show. I get to yell along on the chorus for that one. But I mean, they're all fun in their own way, different ways. We've been playing a few of the new tunes out there. There's one called Little Things, which has just got a massive groove to it, which is really good fun to just kind of lock in with the drummer and just, yeah, it's really simple from my part of view. It's all, but it's all about nailing the rhythm on it. So that's fun as well. But yeah, I mean, they're all fun in different ways. Yeah, there's another new one. which has got a huge guitar support, and that's always fun to just kind of sit back and just, even though I'm playing, I'm kind of watching Alex on guitar ripping his solo out, which is good because he'll be there gurning, throwing shapes, but it's fun.
Yeah, not bad. So hopefully when lockdown is over, what's your first port of call as a band? Like, is your album fully recorded, or do you still have to do some bits and pieces to that?
No, so the album's literally all done. It's just ready to go. So I'm not sure. Like I say, it depends when it is. I mean, it may be a case of straight after lockdown, looking at kind of launch shows and things like that to support the album, or not. So it's kind of hard to say at the minute. It may be a case of looking for a support slot around that time. We've kind of got a few irons in the fire, but it's difficult to kind of progress it at the moment. We're kind of relying on the kind of radio play and stuff to kind of build the momentum and the interest, because we can't go out and get in front of people, unfortunately.
Yeah. So last question I've got is are there any up and coming bands that you've been listening to that you think other people should go and check out?
Up and coming bands. 13 Stars are always good. Buffalo Summer. Massive Wagons. I'm not sure we still call them up and coming. 5th album on its way. But I've played on bills with Massive Wagons for probably about 6 or 7 years. Playing in the corner of a pub, people throwing beers at us. All of those kind of gigs. So it's great to see them getting bigger and bigger. But the new single's tremendous. They're always worth checking out. There's a band called Licorice Quartet, which is kind of the Imperial Drag link as well. So that's 3 people who used to be in a band called Jellyfish. That's their new thing. They're kind of a pop rock thing, so kind of almost 10cc ELO. Okay. But Roger Manning and Eric Dave are great in whatever they do. Licorice Quartet, go and search that out. I'm not sure when the video is going to be out yet, but I don't know, what is it, 1st of May today? It might be out in a couple of weeks. Okay. It's weird because we've been sitting on this stuff for months and months. We did the video in May last year.
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of weird to kind of be at a point where like we're actually getting this stuff in front of people. I mean, we wrote some of the songs almost 2 years ago now. Can't wait.
Well, thank you for this. It was a nice chatting to you. I'm really looking forward to when gigs start up again, because I'm literally going to go to fucking everything that I can get my hands on. Anyway, next time we do a gig, I'll be sure to come down and I'll...
Cool, drop us a line, we'll get you in.
Brilliant. Thank you.